Hi, Karina. It's good to see you again. Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Teresa. I know we went over again, just like briefly gonna put out there that we had gone over the informed consent in our first session. And so, again, it's nice to see you again. And I just kind of want to check in and see how you're doing.
Hi, yes. Thank you for the reminder and on the documents that we signed prior to this therapy and for your time. Um, and for booking this last minute appointment under my stressful life.
I know the last time we were in therapy, you mentioned to me that you were feeling a lot of anxiety and stress because you didn't get into the graduate program that you wanted to get into. So I kind of wanted to pick up from there and kind of check in and see how have things been since the last time we met.
Well, the last time I was having a hard time telling my family on how I was not accepted into the program. I was afraid of them not seeing me or seeing my value as I was being compared with my sibling, well, my older brother. And I finally did say something. I first told my brother because I felt like he was going to be more understanding, and then I told my parents since they were helping me financially. And now that I said it more openly, I still feel the same. I'm going through a depression. I feel like it's deeper now, more because now I feel like they're judging me for not being accepted, and I feel like they just feel sorry for me. I feel like um, they're not saying it straight, but that's the way I feel. I don't know how to express it. I did go to church. Now that I told my parents, I feel like I could tell members of my church, and they have been understanding, but although they have been welcoming and giving me words of encouragement and guiding me through words of God, I just feel like I still don't see the light. I feel like God is not on my side. I feel like I don't feel like I see the purpose yet.
Mhm. Mhm. And I just want to point out, if I am staring down, it's because I'm just writing a few things as you talk, but I'm definitely here and attentive to what it is that you're telling me. I want to go back just a little bit and just rephrase the things that you have pointed out so far. And please do let me know if any of it sounds incorrect or if I didn't quite understand you well enough. Please always feel free to just correct me. Um, but I know you said that that you've been feeling depressed since you told your family, and you feel like they're judging you. Is that correct?
Right. I feel depressed because that's not what I wanted to um tell them, right? Like I feel like I I let them down, like I didn't meet their expectations. Um and I feel like although they're not telling me, but I feel judged, like that they don't see me as successful as my brother is. Just because he never had to go through this, and I'm having a hard time accepting that I was not admitted into the program.
And so your brother, what is your relationship like with your brother?
So it's a good relationship, although I feel like I have been distant, not because I don't love him. But because I feel like I have this anger towards him, um, for him being already done with his career, and here I'm being rejected, and not even halfway
Mhm,
or as planned as I thought I was going to be,
mhm,
um, last year.
mhm,
So I just, he's tried to talk to me. I just, I have been distant, and I close on him. Like I'm not being open.
mhm. So it sounds like you feel like there is distance between your brother, considering that he's like gotten his career set up, and do you, in a sense, have dealt with like the school not accepting you, or you not feeling like you're at where you want to be right now? Is that correct?
Right. And I know it's not his fault, but I just don't know how to openly express my feelings to my brother without feeling like he's feeling sorry. And maybe he's understanding, but I feel like they're just being nice and trying to be understanding, just to not make me feel bad.
Mhm. So it sounds to me like you don't express to your family the way that you feel because you don't want them to pity you.
Right.
Okay. Um, what about your parents? How have things been with them, like in the communication with them?
Well, now they don't ask me as much. They're giving me my space, but they're also, asking me to look for other alternatives. And I don't think I'm ready for that yet. I still want to give it a try and see if I can, if I will be accepted, maybe in another location. But even the other school that I tried before, and I didn't make it in the program. So I feel like I'm just running out of options, and I don't know where to start.
Mhm,
They have been putting, they have mentioned, like, well, if this is not working out, look for other alternatives. We're not, going to be able to financially help you all the time, but I don't know what to do. I feel like everything's against me, and I feel like God is not helping me.
mhm. So, just I just want to reiterate this. Did your parents tell you that they won't financially help you?
They didn't say it like that they were gonna stop helping me, but they just said, like, eventually we're not gonna be here forever. You're gonna have to find a way, to slowly get your stuff together and get where you're gonna want to be.
Mhm.
And I just don't know where to start yet. I feel like I feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, it sounds like you're overwhelmed. It sounds like, you're dealing with the stress of your life goals, and then also like the stress of your family and how they might think of you, and then also like the judgment that you mentioned, and your brother. It definitely sounds like you have a lot of emotions going on inside of you.
Yes, I am. It comes and goes. Like sometimes I'll be okay. I'll try to talk to them, and I'll try to open up, but then I feel like I don't want to say too much so that they don't judge me, and then I just realize, and then I close up again.
Mhm. Yeah. And it sounds like this is, kind of like it's something that happens very often, like where you feel ashamed, or you feel like some sort of like guilt, and correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe some sort of like guilt for not necessarily being where you want to be, and then um kind of like pulling yourself away from wanting to talk to your family about it rather than openly expressing to them what's bothering you or how you feel internally.
Right, I feel like a failure. So then that kind of makes me feel like I didn't try hard enough. So I feel like the guilt of not getting into the program is also part of my fault. And I feel like I could have done more. And now I feel like it's too late. And I feel like I'm just so confused on what I want to do now.
Mhm. Yeah. And I hear you say that you feel like a failure, and that must bring up like a lot of negative emotions. I mean, for yourself and, even for those around you.